Hey there, fellow humans. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, or rather, the tiny, persistent gnat buzzing around our brain's negative thoughts. You know, those nagging voices that whisper doubts, fears, and insecurities. They're like that annoying house guest who just won't leave, overstaying their welcome and cramping your style. Here's a fun fact. The average person has about 60,000 thoughts per day, and a whopping 80% of them are negative. That's a lot of mental real estate dedicated to negativity. But here's the good news. You don't have to let these thoughts run the show. You have the power to evict them, or at the very least, show them who's boss. This isn't about becoming some sort of relentlessly cheerful automaton. It's about recognizing that you have a choice. You can choose to challenge those negative thoughts and replace them with more helpful ones. It's like swapping out that old scratchy record on your turntable for a brand new one with a catchy tune. So buckle up, Buttercup. We're about to embark on a journey to banish those negative thoughts and reclaim your mental peace. Think of it as a mental spring cleaning, except instead of throwing out old clothes, we're tossing out limiting beliefs. Let's do this. Negative thoughts are those pesky little voices in your head that tell you you're not good enough, smart enough, or attractive enough. They're the doubts, fears, and worries that pop up uninvited, like unwanted party crashers at your mental fiesta. They often sound something like this: I'm going to fail, I'm not worthy of love, or everyone is judging me. These thoughts can be incredibly pervasive and persistent, making it difficult to focus on anything else. They can cloud your judgment and make you feel like you're stuck in a never-ending loop of self-doubt and negativity. But where do these negative thoughts come from? Well, they can stem from a variety of sources, including past experiences, societal pressures, and even our own biology. Think of it like this. Your brain is like a supercomputer, constantly processing information and trying to make sense of the world around you. Sometimes, it misinterprets signals and jumps to conclusions, leading to negative thought patterns. For instance, if you had a traumatic experience in the past, your brain might be on high alert, always looking for signs of danger, even when there are none. It's like that time you saw your crush laughing with someone else and immediately assumed they were laughing at you. In reality, they were probably just enjoying a funny joke. But your brain, ever the drama queen, decided to create a whole soap opera out of it. This tendency to catastrophize can make small issues seem like monumental problems, adding unnecessary stress to your life. The good news is that you can reprogram your brain to think more positively. By identifying your negative thought patterns and challenging their validity, you can start to change the way you think and feel. It's like giving your brain a software update, replacing outdated and unhelpful programs with new and improved ones. Techniques like mindfulness, meditation, and cognitive behavioral therapy can be incredibly effective in helping you shift your mindset. So next time you catch yourself spiraling into a vortex of negativity, remember this: you are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts, and you have the power to choose which ones you want to entertain. Choose wisely, my friend. Choose wisely. By practicing self-compassion and surrounding yourself with positive influences, you can create a mental environment that fosters growth and happiness. Remember, it's a journey, not a destination, and every step you take towards positivity is a step towards a better you. Okay, so we've identified the enemy negative thoughts. These thoughts can creep into our minds without us even realizing it. And before we know it, they start to take over. They're sneaky, persistent, and frankly, a real downer. They can pop up at any time, whether you're at work, at home, or even trying to relax. But why should we care? What's the big deal about a few negative thoughts here and there? After all, everyone has them, right? Well, as it turns out, those seemingly harmless little thoughts can have a major impact on your life. They can influence your mood, your behavior, and even your overall outlook on life. Think of it like this. Your thoughts are like seeds. Each thought you have is planted in the garden of your mind. The more you water them with attention and belief, the more they grow. Positive thoughts can blossom into beautiful flowers, while negative thoughts can turn into stubborn weeds. Water a negative thought, and it will blossom into a whole garden of negativity, choking out any chance for positivity to thrive. It's like letting weeds take over your garden, making it difficult for anything good to grow. Negativity can affect every aspect of your life, from your relationships to your career to your physical health. It can create tension and conflict with loved ones, make you less productive at work, and even take a toll on your body. It can lead to stress, anxiety, depression, and a whole host of other mental and emotional issues. These negative emotions can become overwhelming, making it hard to see the good in anything. It's like carrying around a heavy backpack full of rocks everywhere you go. Each negative thought adds another rock, making the load heavier and heavier. Sure, you can manage, but it's going to weigh you down and make it harder to enjoy the journey. You'll find yourself exhausted and struggling to keep up. On a physical level, negativity can manifest as headaches, fatigue, digestive problems, and even chronic pain. Your body reacts to the stress and tension caused by negative thoughts. It can weaken your immune system, making you more susceptible to illness. When your mind is constantly under attack, your body can't function at its best. It's like your body is saying, "Hey, enough with the negativity already. It's stressing me out." Your body and mind are interconnected, and what affects one will inevitably affect the other. But it's not just about feeling bad. Negativity can also hold you back from achieving your dreams and reaching your full potential. Negativity can also sabotage your success. It can make you doubt yourself and your abilities, leading to a lack of confidence and motivation. When you're constantly bombarded with self-doubt and pessimism, it's hard to find the motivation to go after your goals. You might find yourself putting things off, feeling stuck, and unable to move forward. You might procrastinate, self-sabotage, or give up altogether, convinced that you're not good enough or that you're destined to fail. This can create a cycle of negativity that's hard to break. So, yeah, negativity is a big deal. It's not something to be taken lightly or brushed off. But the good news is that you don't have to let it control your life. You have the power to change your thoughts and create a more positive mindset. By learning how to identify and challenge your negative thoughts, you can break free from the downward spiral and create a more positive and fulfilling life. It takes practice and effort, but it's worth it for the peace and happiness it brings. Listen up, because this is crucial. Before you can defeat your enemy, you need to know what you're dealing with. In the battle against negative thoughts, step one is recognizing those sneaky devils when they rear their ugly heads. Think of your inner critic as that one friend who's always negative. You know the type. They could win the lottery and still find something to complain about. This inner critic loves to point out your flaws, dredge up past mistakes, and predict future failures with alarming accuracy, or so it seems. Here's the thing. Your inner critic isn't always loud and obvious. Sometimes it whispers subtle doubts, disguising itself as reason or even concern. It might say things like, "Don't get your hopes up," or "You're not ready for that yet." Pay attention to how those thoughts make you feel. Do they leave you feeling drained, deflated, or defeated? If so, you're likely dealing with your inner critic. Here are a few common negative thought patterns to watch out for. All or nothing thinking. I messed up that presentation, so I'm a complete failure. Catastrophizing. I'm going to bomb this interview, and then I'll never find a job. Mind reading. They're all judging me, or he thinks I'm stupid. Labeling. I'm such a loser, or I'm so incompetent. Once you start paying attention, you'll be amazed at how often these negative thoughts pop up throughout your day. But don't worry, recognizing them is the first step to taking back control. Challenging the validity of negative thoughts. Okay, so you've identified those pesky negative thoughts. Now what? It's time to take the next step. The next step is to challenge their validity. This is crucial because our thoughts can often be misleading. Because here's the thing, just because you think something doesn't make it true. Our minds can play tricks on us. Think of your thoughts as guests at a party. Some are welcome, while others are not. You don't have to let just anyone in, do you? You have the power to decide who gets to stay. You get to choose who you invite and who you show the door. This is your mental space, and you are in control. The same goes for your thoughts. You have the authority to decide which thoughts deserve your attention. Just because a thought shows up doesn't mean you have to give it a front row seat in your mind. You can choose to dismiss it. When you catch yourself thinking a negative thought, stop and ask yourself these questions. Is this thought really true? Is this thought really true? What evidence do I have to support this thought? What evidence do I have to support this thought? Is this thought helpful? Is it based on facts or just assumptions? Is this thought serving me in any way, or is it just bringing me down? Often negative thoughts are not constructive. What would I say to a friend who was having this thought? Would I be as harsh and judgmental with them as I am being with myself? Would I be as harsh and judgmental with them as I am being with myself? Probably not. We tend to be kinder to others than to ourselves. Often, when you really examine your negative thoughts, you'll find that they're based on faulty assumptions, irrational fears, or past experiences that no longer apply. These thoughts are not grounded in reality. It's like that time you were convinced you saw a ghost in your closet, only to realize it was just a coat hanging on a hanger. Our minds can create illusions. Remember, your thoughts are not facts. They are just mental events that can be questioned and changed. They're just thoughts, and you have the power to choose which ones you want to believe. You can cultivate a more positive mindset. Don't believe everything you think. Be a critical thinker when it comes to your own mind. Challenge the validity of your negative thoughts. By doing so, you can free yourself from their grip and live a more fulfilling life.